G'day legends, hope you're having a cracking day. Welcome back to iRacing and some GT4 racing here at Bathurst. In the Porsche this time around, changing it up, I wanted to do a bit of a rear engine drive around, see how they go. This is actually the second attempt at doing this race. It's the day after of the moment I'm about to show you shortly. Yesterday was a bit of a shit of a day for us. Trip to the hospital with the missus. She's doing alright, but yeah, it was a long ass day. Pretty painful my end, but I still wanted to get in and try and get a race done. But yeah, it didn't fare too well for me, unfortunately. So before I show you those videos, do your boy a solid. Give me a like and subscribe. We're getting close to hitting 25 subs, which is my next step. So if you could do that, that would be mint. But let's kick off with last night's race.
Bad luck, Josh. Come on, don't let him get away.
So we're in 8th, coming down the hill, chasing the bloke in front of me. He goes and has himself a bit of a moment. Slaps the front right into the wall here at Forest Elbow. So I get the run down the straight. I move out to the right hand side of him. Now the Porsche doesn't have as good a top speed as the Mercedes does, or the Ford behind, but you could tell he had some damage because I was starting to move in front of him. Coming up to the chase, the Ford behind wants to have a bit of a look but decides otherwise. Come through the chase, get on the brakes, and then this idiot. What the f***, you stupid c***?
There's debris out there.
Are you f***ing serious?
You have 8 incident points.
And just like that, what the f*** were you thinking, you idiot? The race was done and dusted. We were halfway through the race. I had a shocking qualifying. And then this is where we ended up. So that summed up my day absolutely freaking perfectly. So yes, back to day 2. Seeking some redemption after losing 0.15 safety rating and 54 I rating. Pretty bummed about that. So I did have myself a little bit of free time prior to having to pick the kid up from school, take her to a dental appointment, and then go visit the missus in hospital to see how she was going. So I thought, let's go. Let's send it one more time in the Porsche again. Come on, something good has to come my way. So the final stage is about outlap for qualifying, coming down Conrod Straight. So keeping everything crossed that we can do alright. I'm not going to lie though, the early morning runs here at Bathurst, here in iRacing, looks absolutely phenomenal. Like the sun glistening off the track and everything like that. It's pretty mint, and huge fan of it. Huge fan of it. So we're coming out of the chase, making our way down to Murray's, ready to set our first flyer. What could possibly go wrong? Jump on the brakes, turn it in, bounce over the curb, get on the gas, and I freaking loop it. You have to be kidding me. Absolute freaking knobhead. So we spawn ourselves back to the pits, get back out on track. We're now left with 3 minutes as we're coming down Conrod again for the second time without a time under our belt. So I really need to put one together. But have a listen to the audio in the background. I'm going to cut to my live comm at this point in time. That's not fucking distracting at all. Oh, now my headset is having a freaking moment and cutting in and out. And now it has completely fucking cut out. How good? Could this get any fucking worse if I tried? Lads, you couldn't script this shit if you tried. Like, to have this happening right now and driving completely freaking deaf, I was so freaking bummed. Yeah, I honestly could not believe it. So I'm going to put you out of your misery so you don't have to listen to just my voice without any audio. We'll just jump very quickly to the end of this lap. So we've just come through the chase. If you have a look at my predicted time down the bottom, setting a low 2:18, so it's not the world's fastest time, but at least I'm setting a time. So I've come to Murray's again. What is it about this corner? I've binned it again, so I've just gone through this whole process and not set a single time on the board. So, yeah, your boy is starting at the back of the pack in P22. Alright, so here we are, approaching Murray's, getting ready to start this race. As you can tell, still no freaking sound in the background. I was working like a one-armed bricklayer in Baghdad, trying to get the sound working in the background, but I was having no freaking joy. So, thankfully, I saved a replay. So there is going to be a replay up in the top right now, which we're going to have the car sounds from. And I made the replay size a little bit bigger as well than what I normally do. So let us know if you think it's better or you want the smaller one. But yeah, this is what we dealt with, and this is what we're going to try and work our way through. But making it up Mount Straight for the first time. Got a car right alongside me on the outside in the McLaren, and he's had a little bit of a run up on the outside there, and was quite aggressive. I didn't want to mess around with that shit. I was just like, hell no! I'm already at the back of the pack. I know this shit can be quite chaotic, so I just taking it a little bit easy, side by side with Braden, sorry, in the Mustang. Climbing up the hill, through the grate, and making our way to McPhillipy for the very first time. That McLaren up in front is a little bit all over the place. A little bit of an aggro driver. Braden's giving the wall a bit of a love tap, so just taking it easy, coming down the S's for the very first time. Not wanting to cause myself any dramas. Bouncing on the rev limiter because I can't hear freaking shit. And into Forest Elbow for the first time. This is the hardest thing. The hardest thing. Braden 2 more times, inside and outside at Forest Elbow. But yeah, it's the hardest thing with this race was not hearing a fucking thing while driving this car. My eyes were ahead and then down, ahead and then down, just constantly. Oh, Braden, where are you going, lad? He's a little bit all over the place there. Running 3 wide down Conrod. Not the smartest thing to do. At the end of the chase, car off on the right-hand side, a couple of cars off on the right-hand side. These 3 boys here, they're racy. Braden shooting across to the left-hand side. The McLaren closing the door, runs out wide. They've swapped positions. I'm just sitting back, honestly, with my popcorn and watching this all unfold. Got Alejandro overtake me in the Aston Martin. I'm looking forward to driving that thing in the coming races. But yeah, a couple of steps forward, a couple of steps back. No real net gain or loss at the end of the day. So we'll take it. Considering it was lap 1, no sound, no nothing, and I haven't lost any incident points, that's a freaking win in my books. Got a Mercedes showing his nose down the inside, tucks back in. Yellow flag up ahead. What's going on? Bit of smoke up ahead. Oh, hell is broken loose. We've got a little bit of a car park going on here. Everyone's slowing down. Red hot mess. Bumpers left everywhere. Mustang going slow on the left. And we make our way through. So there we go. Now up inside the top 20. So thankfully my overlays were still working. And I get the yellow flag indicator pop up in the middle of my screen. Boys rubbing doors up ahead. Julio in the McLaren. Oh, he's hit the wall. Oh, that was freaking close. I was a bit nervous there. There was some real pucker factor going on through that section. Mercedes showing their nose up on the left-hand side again. Caleb being sensible though. Just let me know he's there. Not doing anything stupid. Derek slapped the wall. He's done. See you, mate. So yeah, maybe this is the meta for your boy. Go racing. without any sound because I have to concentrate 1,000 times freaking harder than what I would if I actually had the sound. So kind of in no man's land at the moment. Got 2.5 behind to Song now, and 2.5 to Alejandro up in front. Just got to knuckle down and focus in and see if I can try and claw my way forward a little bit more. I jumped forward to lap number 4, made my way up into 14th just due to people bombing out from destroying themselves. But yeah, starting to catch up to the cars ahead. I've got Song that's made a bit of time up as well. He's right up my rear end as well. Yellow flag up ahead. So things are getting sporty amongst the guys. There's 4 wide up in front. One of the cars started across to go into the pits. Eli's had not a fun time by the looks of it. So gained ourselves another position up into P13. But this is a group of cars forming right here. And Blaria up in front in the green Porsche, darting around, covering the inside. So no little lunges up there at all. So for me, having no sound. Oh, look at the top screen. Another car has binned it in the background. Not sure what happened there. But yeah, the hardest challenge in this whole thing has been no freaking sound. Like, for pretty much 2 laps, I was driving around just by myself, not hearing a single thing. Poor Andrew is missing half a car by the looks of it. I remember saying to myself, please don't try and fight it on the inside with no spoiler and bodywork. So he backed off, thankfully, but he's now blocking Jay off a little bit, which is kind of handy. So thank you, mate. Making our way up through Quarry and heading up towards the Great as we climbing up the mountain on lap number 5. But yeah, I was actually starting to settle into a little bit of a rhythm. The Porsche is quite planted, in all honesty. It didn't feel too bad driving around the track. It's definitely not the fastest in a straight line, but yeah, it's feeling pretty good in it. You can hear me bouncing off the limiter again as we're coming down through the dipper. We're approaching Forest Elbow, keeping it nice and tight, tucked in. Remember, at that point in time as well, you just saw it there, a couple of screen freezes, so I don't know what the go is. Maybe I thought at first it was my headphones that was on the blink, but thinking back to it, even my audio was a bit clunky, so I'm hoping there's nothing sinister going on in the background with the PC. I freaking shouldn't. The thing's like 3 months old. But yeah, don't know what the go is there. Hopefully it's just a little bit of randomness and just, you know, adding to the shitness which has been the last couple of days for this household. But that's right, we keep pushing forward. We're right on the back end. Blario come out of Murray's a little bit sideways and losing some time there. But hanging in there. Keeping my own and doing a pretty solid job all round. We're jumping to lap number 7. Guys behind were starting to tune me up. I was really starting to struggle with the lack of hearing. We're starting to make a couple of silly mistakes. We've got 5 minutes left, so Jay has made his way past me in the Porsche. I've also got fellow Aussie Connor right up my clacker in the Beamer, and then Song just behind him as well. So I'm sticking to the left. He's gone up on the inside. Just letting him have it. I'm not going to battle it because I just can't hear anything, and I do not want to do anything stupid and ruin anyone's races. Song's making a move on the left. I'm staying wide. He's actually pulled out of it again. He was actually a pretty solid driver. I'm not going to lie. He would not do anything too stupid. We've got a yellow flag up ahead. So we're climbing up through Quarry. Come through the right hand. As we're coming up over the rise, there's a Mustang that's binned it into the wall on the right. Another, what was it, a Porsche on the left in the wall. So the 2 positions I just lost, I've regained from other people. But it looks like there's been a whole bunch of other mischief as well, because I'm now in the top 10. I'm sitting in P9. How the bloody hell does that happen? So we're coming down through the S's, through the Dipper, making our way down to Forest Elbow. Thankfully this time I wasn't pinging off the rev limiter, so except I was there. Through the Elbow, then on to the big run down Conrod Straight. So here we are, final lap of the race. It's been a brutal 20 minutes, this one here. Managed to eke 2.5 seconds out on Song as well, so honestly I'm pretty chuffed about that. And Blurry up in front, and the boys, they've made their way away from me as well. So yeah, a rough old race, but I'm pretty happy to be sitting in P9. So yeah, it's safe to say I was ready to be done with this race and shut everything down and then head off and go do what I had to do with family there. But keep running through the rest of this lap because it's not quite done yet. It's not quite done. Next video, it's already recorded. It's in the McLaren. I'm going to try and get that recorded up, edited up as soon as possible. I've also got a race in Mercedes done as well. Just trying to get a couple of races in the bank with some recordings, and then I can do the editing in the background where I can, noting all the stuff that's going on. As mentioned in the beginning of the video, but yeah, making our way down the mountain for the final time. Things are gonna get a little bit interesting very soon. Actually making a little bit of time on Belario and Zoo up in front. But that's not where things kick off. Song has had an absolute flyer across the top of the mountain. He is right back on me once again. So my eyes were looking in the mirror a little bit. Going through the chase. And lo and behold, yellow flag pops up. Come through the chase, 1 and 2 more cars have come off the track, and I've skirted past them. So after an absolute horror of the last 2 races, we're going to come home with 0.14 on the safety rating and 53 iRating points. 7th freaking place. Now, if that there does not warrant a like and a subscribe, I don't know what will. But that's it, guys. We're going to call it there for this one here. So thanks for sticking out this far and dealing with my pain and issues. Look after yourself and keep an eye out for the next one. And I'll see you.